Good afternoon, and welcome to the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy. My name is Dr. Abir El-Alfi. I'm a professor of pharmacology at the School of Pharmacy, and I also serve as the Assistant Dean for Student Affairs. I have the pleasure of serving as your Master of Ceremonies today. Welcome. We welcome our student pharmacists and members of the faculty here in the Bolger Auditorium on the MCW campus in Milwaukee. And we also welcome family, friends, members of the faculty and staff who are joining us remotely for this important event. We are delighted to bring our student pharmacists, their families and friends, and the School of Pharmacy together to celebrate the conclusion of their first academic session and their official entry into the pharmacy professional training. Congratulations, class of 2026, on this significant milestone. We are proud. We are proud of your dedication to the field of pharmacy and best wishes on your remarkable journey ahead. I'm excited to welcome several guest speakers to our ceremony today, including Dr. John Raymond, President and CEO of MCW, Rocky Ladine, Area Healthcare Supervisor at Walgreens, and Dr. Emily Hansen, graduate of the MCW School of Pharmacy, class of 2020, and pharmacist at the Skywalk Pharmacy, Children's Wisconsin, and Jennifer Erickson, Pharmacy Student Alliance President. We look forward to hearing from each of them shortly. Additionally, I would like to thank our colleagues at Frederick Health, Children's Wisconsin, and the Clement J. Zablocki VA Medical Center, as well as members of the healthcare community that are in attendance from our partners across Southeast Wisconsin, including our pharmacy preceptors, corporate partners, and academic partners. Special thanks to Walgreens for sponsoring the reception following the ceremony. Thank you for your continuous support. I would also like to take a moment to thank the members of the amazing administrative staff at the School of Pharmacy, especially the Office of Student Affairs. Thank you, team, you rock. Without your contribution to events like this and the work that you do for our students and faculty, we would not be here at this moment. Thank you again. And now, I would like to introduce Dr. George McKinnon, Founding Dean of the MCW School of Pharmacy. Dean McKinnon.
Thank you, Dr. Elifai. Once again, our entire team, or our farmlings, we like to refer to them here, led by Dr. Elifai, has planned a wonderful event for everyone here today. To those attending in person today, good afternoon and welcome to the Milwaukee campus of the Medical College of Wisconsin. We're delighted that you were celebrating with us the MCW School of Pharmacy White Coat Ceremony for the class of 2026. For those viewing this virtually, thank you all for your participation as well. And appropriately, we kick off this ceremony with American Pharmacist Month here in October. We are also delighted to have a number of individuals that will provide remarks today, as Dr. Elifai referred to as. But before we begin, I also want to recognize our executive leadership of the Medical College of Wisconsin, represented in part here today, seated in the front rows. Thank you. And again, all of us, seriously, would not be here today for this event if it were not for the vision of President John R. Raymond Sr. to establish the School of Pharmacy here at the Medical College of Wisconsin. Thank you, President Raymond, and I offer the podium to you for remarks.
Thank you, George, for being so generous and being such a great leader. First of all, I just wanted to thank all of you for choosing MCW. It tells me that you're really smart. And those are the kind of students that we want. Back in 2014, our vision was to create a pharmacy school that was different. It allows people to have an accelerated option. It also provides flexibility for high-end specialty training so that people can practice in settings like we have here, tertiary and quaternary healthcare. but also feel comfortable being a frontline healthcare provider in under-resourced urban and rural areas. We also had a dream that the profession of pharmacy would change and evolve and that we would be leaders in that regard. So to speak, to have the pharmacists feel equally comfortable behind the counter as they would be in front of the counter, laying hand and stethoscope on patients. And I believe that we've achieved all of what we had dreamed of for. And I want to go back to Dr. McKinnon. I believe in a few weeks, you will have been here for 8 years. And in that period of time, he allowed us, guided us to be accredited in the minimum amount of time, which anyone who's dealt with ACPE knows was quite an achievement because they have extraordinarily high standards. And you will now be members of our 7th class. We matriculated our first student in 2017, graduated the first class, unfortunately, during the pandemic in 2020. And I'm delighted to see that we're actually having speakers from that first class that are being employed gainfully here and are leaders in our community. So again, thank you, George. Thanks to all of you who have chosen MCW, especially the incredibly intelligent and wise first year class. So thank you.
And again, it's been a real privilege here at the Medical College of Wisconsin to work under Dr. Raymond's leadership, but also given the autonomy to create what we refer to as the Pharmacists of the Future program here for our graduates. And so now, to those seated in front of me today, to my left, it represents the culmination of years of hard work for many of you, sacrifices and yes, enthusiasm from all of you to pursue your Doctor of Pharmacy or PharmD degree here at the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy. Again, congratulations. Today, though, remember, when you put on your white coat, that this garment is emblematic of being a healthcare provider. And yes, pharmacists are indeed a healthcare provider, as you all heard from me in class on Monday. You all deserve a round of applause for completing the first of 8 didactic terms. Yet you are embarking upon a career as a healthcare provider that continues to evolve, providing advancements in care that we would not imagine just a few years ago. In fact, few would have imagined a pandemic engulfing the entire globe, while here in the United States, we have used our skills to advance many opportunities to put pharmacy in the forefront of our care delivery in many of our communities. In essence, using a baseball analogy, we hit a home run. We've screened for COVID at sites of administration. We've administered COVID-19 vaccines. More than half of all in the country have been administered through the pharmacist's hands. And yes, treatments for COVID. The pharmacy profession has administered, again, more than half of all vaccines and continues with the new rollout as we sit here today. I'm sure that many of you here today, in fact, I know today, have already participated in a COVID-19 administration and or flu shot at a pharmacy. This level of engagement by your profession is a prelude of things to come. Your future will certainly include many new emerging areas like gene therapy, point of care testing, pharmacogenomics, and other areas that we have yet to discover. Your quest for knowledge and understanding will be unending and necessary as you transition from student pharmacist in a short time to pharmacist. And for those counting, that's less than 3 years. Your journey requires you to couple your ever-growing knowledge, skills, and abilities to aid in you becoming a capable pharmacist. But fortunately, we've developed an innovative, top-tier PharmD curriculum here that places you in patient care environments weekly in your first 2 years, beginning tomorrow, and I heard from one of you beginning today. Many of you have heard me refer to the play Hamilton, where there's a song in reference to being in the room where it happens. I like to say the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy is the place where it happens. For example, you've all been certified in immunization administration at an early stage in the Doctor of Pharmacy program, frankly, earlier than most programs across the country. So let me digress for a minute here as we have just wrapped up our flu clinic here at 3:30, which is all of 45 minutes ago by my count. This clinic has been coordinated by Professor McKinnon and other faculty and staff here with the support and the intention to expose our PharmD students to the process of immunization administration in a controlled setting, to be comfortable in that skill. In essence, preparing them for their first rotation at the start of the flu season, and now COVID, and now RSV. You will indeed be called upon to use this skill, trust me. So yes, our accelerated PharmD program, we maximize all opportunities we have from a calendar standpoint. And many of you here have heard me state that we, as a profession, are highly accessible, yet vastly underutilized. The average person lives within 5 miles or less of the nearest pharmacy, which places the pharmacists in a unique position to help America close the gap on patient access and bring greater affordability to healthcare costs. In my opinion, pharmacists and pharmacies stand at the front door to healthcare to access primary care. And yes, it needs to be led by primary care pharmacists in collaboration with other providers in team-based care. Just this week in Pharm 550, our healthcare systems course, you heard me state, back as Dr. Raymond referred to in 2014, also a pivotal time period where in the state of Wisconsin, per statute, a pharmacist was delegated the authority to perform any patient care service delegated to them by a physician, a colleague, a collaborator. With provider status approved by the governor in 2020 for Medicaid patients, pharmacists can now be on parity with other providers in caring for the underserved and being compensated for such services. Yes, as a profession, we need to advocate for this access to pharmacists in our communities and medical centers for services provided by pharmacists. No need for me to expand on the topic. You can go back and review the recorded lecture, which indeed is one of the positive outgrowths of the pandemic. So as you go forth and engage with patients and their families and other care providers wearing your soon-to-be white coat during your introductory pharmacy practice experiences, I want to share 3 simple guiding principles for you to consider going forward. First, be confident. Look the part in your attire and demeanor. Your white coat provides a light or beacon or like a lighthouse for others to seek you out because of that white coat. By wearing your white coat, you intimate that you are capable, albeit practitioner in training, to contribute to the well-being of others. Also, try to keep it white and clean. Second, bring an attitude of curiosity and collaboration founded in competence. Your patients have access to the same clinical journals and websites that you do. Consumerism will continue to infiltrate healthcare, but you have the scientific background to help them understand and make sense of real science and not social media fallacies that are out there. Remember, you are completing a doctor of pharmacy program. Third, be compassionate yet impactful. Success is not measured in hours worked or prescriptions filled. It's measured in the lives of others touched and impacted. In the words of President Theodore Roosevelt, reflected upon his adolescent life as an asthmatic over 100 years ago, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And now I will hand the program back to Dr. Elifai to introduce our next speaker.
Thank you, Dean McKinnon and President Raymond. And now I'd like to introduce second-year student pharmacist Jennifer Erickson, President of the Pharmacy Student Alliance, our student government and programming board here in the School of Pharmacy. Jennifer?
Thank you all so much for being here this evening to support the class of 2026 during their white coat ceremony. As Dr. Elifai had mentioned, my name is Jenna Erickson. I'm a second-year pharmacy student here at the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy and currently serving as the Pharmacy Student Alliance president. I am pleased to be invited here today to address the class of 2026 and provide some thoughts, experiences, and advice that myself and members of my class would have liked to receive when we sat in your seats just a year ago. Today is a big step in your professional journey, and the time really goes by fast. As I mentioned, it was just a year ago that myself and my classmates sat in your seats eager to receive our white coats, only 3 months into our student pharmacist journey. With this comes my first piece of advice to you all. Do not allow the time to pass you by without taking advantage of every opportunity. As you have probably already noticed, This program is fast-paced, and you may feel overwhelmed and as if you are unable to take on more. But this should never stop you from pursuing any opportunity that comes your way. You never know what door a project, volunteering, student organization, or job could open up for you. This can also build connections that will benefit you later down the road. Be flexible and open-minded. You may have entered the program knowing which path of pharmacy you wanted to take, but time can change things. Opportunities can give new perspectives. Be able to adapt to changes, just as we saw with the pandemic, that our work as pharmacists will forever be evolving and growing. If you have not already heard, which means you probably have not been listening, pharmacy is a small world. I have had preceptors from my hometown, one who went to school with my boss, one who heard about a project I was working on. They know you before you know them, and vice versa. This takes me to my second piece of advice. First impressions matter, but so do all your encounters and actions. So be mindful of your interactions and professionalism at all times, whether it is in class, at work, or on rotations. The first impressions you create are the building blocks to future connections with peers, faculty, staff, preceptors that will help you navigate your way through your journey. You can never have too many people in your network. My third piece of advice, and perhaps the most important to ensure you have a successful time during school, is to lean on one another. Offer assistance and ask for help. We are all on the same professional journey and will be connected throughout our pharmacy career. You never know which classmate of yours may be interviewing you in the future or working at a site you want to be employed at. Additionally, and I say this because I did not hear it enough, it is okay to have a tough day or week. We are a fast-paced program. Life is happening outside of school, and sometimes we need others to listen to us or for us to be a shoulder for others. Faculty and staff are here for you. Your classmates are here for you. I am, and so are the cohorts before you who were in the same position a year or two ago. So with my final thoughts, I would like to thank the Medical College of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy for allowing me to address you all today. I would like to give one more congratulations to the class of 2026 on receiving your white coats. I wish you all the best of luck and look forward to working with you over the next year and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Your greetings from the Student Alliance were outstanding. And as a fellow student pharmacist, your remarks certainly should resonate with your classmates. I know this is being recorded. I would certainly highlight to our students to go back and listen to exactly what you stated. Those are three outstanding points. Again, they resonate with me so well. It's opportunities that I have conversations with students, and each one of those points we've touched upon. So thank you. Excellent. So well done. And now I'm delighted to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Rocky Ledeen. And it's already alluded to, he is the area healthcare supervisor. He oversees 68 Walgreens pharmacy locations in Wisconsin, encompassing 110 pharmacists, 56 pharmacy interns, which most of those are student pharmacists, and 250 pharmacy technicians. He's also a past member of the Wisconsin Examining Board, serving for an 8-year period from 2012 to 2020. And we had the opportunity to interact there when we launched the School of Pharmacy here as well. He began his career in hospital pharmacy. To that point, you never know where your journey is going to take you, including long-term care. He too is a certified immunizing pharmacist, exemplified today in our clinic. We called upon him to don his white coat to come in and mentor our students. And my student group that was with me, please raise your hand. It also had Mr. Ledeen join us. Raise your hand high. All right. So you had some of the great advisement from Mr. Ledeen here today. Again, he's a graduate of the UW-Madison School of Pharmacy. He received the Citation of Merit from the School of Pharmacy in 2017, alumnus in 2018. He received the Pharmacist of the Year from the Pharmacy Society of Wisconsin in 2015, and Standing Ovation Award from Children's Hospital Wisconsin here of the work he's done over the years to provide great care to children. He's contributed to the MCW School of Pharmacy a number of ways, most recently serving our professional development advisory group, a mentor to our high school students participating in our pre-pharmacy scholars program this summer, and coordinator for the Walgreens immunization program offered at Mexican Fiesta here in Milwaukee, held every August, where in fact, some of our students, both in the PY1s and PY2s, have participated. Rocky has continually led efforts that have contributed to significant advancements in the practice of pharmacy in Wisconsin. In his spare time, he enjoys spending time with his family, his 2 grandchildren, and playing golf, and occasionally annually coaching me in golf. Please join me and welcome Rocky to the podium.
I think the intro is better than my speech, George. Well, good afternoon, students, family members, guests, distinguished faculty, staff from the Medical College School of Pharmacy. Really a touch to just be asked today. This is almost one of those end of career requests, so I'm extremely honored to be here. I've been in the profession 46 years. It's certainly a true privilege to be at the White Coat. This is to me second only to graduation. So it's a very important day for launching your career. It's also an exciting time for you to be an active leader in our world of pharmacy. New pharmaceutical research regarding drug therapies, advances in our comprehensive approach to patient healthcare, and more importantly, building a further building of camaraderie in our healthcare disciplines are all but a few opportunities that lie ahead of you for each of you. This will also be a noble time to distinguish yourself as a contributing individual and as a valuable team player. Know you have selected an educational institution at this school of medical college that is helping to prepare you not only for the present, but for the future for many years to come. The reputation of this school, I've been all over the country, the reputation of this school continues to gain respect and confidence, not only at the local level, but at the national level and beyond. Take pride in being the 7th class to be educated and prepared here at an institution with such high standards, ethics, and principles. So going forward, whether you practice in a hospital setting, a community setting, patient care should always be your key focus. I will have very simple remarks, but my first advice is going to be treat each patient with compassion, respect, and dignity. Be active listeners and validate a patient's questions and concerns. Look them in the eye. Be knowledgeable problem solvers and seek to find solutions. As you can see, that a significant growing population is our elderly. Draw upon your own life experiences, remembering quality memories with your grandparents, your parents, mentors, anyone that has influenced in shaping your life. Show dignity to these aging individuals as you review their medication profiles and help manage their daily health care. Start with your grandparents. How many of you, we had this talk today at the table. Are you taking care of your grandparents? Are you going to their meetings? Are you going to the doctor visits? You have to be their advocate. They can't hear. I didn't have grandparents. They were left me way before I got to school. But I do have 2 moms left. One's 98 and a half, one's 94. Neither can hear, barely see. You've got to be there for it. I have to be there. I have to be there at their clinic. I have to be their eyes and ears. You have to know their medication inside and out. I challenge the doctor every time I go see them. So start with them. Start with your parents too. Many of you are probably here because you were influenced by your grandparents and parents. So the first thing I want to really say is practice your profession with those seniors, with your mind and your heart. Practice with your mind and your heart going forward. Soon, you're going to be reciting an oath of pharmacist. One phrase, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. You will also say, I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. Stand before your colleagues, your supportive family and friends here today, and your distinguished faculty. Recite these words with honesty, integrity, and compassion. Make these words your professional mantra. These are not just words you're going to say today. Believe in that what you are saying, and not only that, not just what you say, but how you practice this pledge that will define your professional career. If you practice these principles, if you practice your career within these principles at the core of all your decisions, you will find both professional contentment and personal satisfaction. Be inspired and creative about offering solutions. You are our future. As your parents and mentors may share with you, your days may seem long, but your years will fly by quickly. Again, practice with your mind and your heart. Thank you. I know I speak for the rest of all here today. We wish you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Rocky. Upon matriculation, each Doctor of Pharmacy student is paired with a faculty member from the School of Pharmacy who will serve as the student's mentor for the duration of their time here at MCW. During today's ceremony, student pharmacists are quoted by their faculty mentor or a pharmacist family member. We want to take a moment to thank our pharmacy school faculty for the important role they play in providing mentorship and guidance to our pharmacy students. Thank you. We have also asked our student pharmacists to each identify a particular individual or two who have helped them arrive at this significant moment in their professional lives. And you will hear from each of them briefly once they have been quoted. Class of 2026, now is the time that you have all been waiting for, the quoting. Dean McKinnon and students in the first row, I invite you to rise and move into position for quoting. Thank you. Dr. Ghadir Asad, please step forward to quote your sister. Dr. Ghadir is actually one of our alumni. Sujud Asad.
I wanted to thank my parents for everything they've done for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Asad. Dr. Assam, please step forward. Alex Arndt.
I want to thank my parents and, of course, Grandpa Vern in the stands out there. And 7 more to go. 7 more.
Lisa Asangwe.
I would like to thank my family, the faculty and staff, and my best friends on helping me on this journey. Thank you very much.
Dr. Bezymski, please step forward. Alexandra Baker.
I'd like to thank my parents and my brother and all the friends I've made along the way. Thank you.
Christina Choi.
Thank you to my family and my friends who supported me, and also my father who's watching online.
Abby Cruz.
Hello, everyone. There's so many people who I'd like to thank, to start with my family and my friends who are here and are also watching from Maryland. Thank you all so very much. I'd also like to thank the amazing faculty and staff who've made this choice so seamlessly, and my classmates. Thanks to you guys for making me smile and laugh every day. We have a lot of fun, and I'm grateful for you all.
Thank you, Dr. Bazemski. Dr. Bassi, please step forward. Stephanie Danner.
I'd like to thank my family and friends for all their support.
Kayla Downer.
First, I'd like to thank the Lord, my mom, and my boyfriend for motivating me. And I'd like to thank myself for putting in my best effort.
Bailey Dussel.
I would love to thank my friends and family, especially my mom and dad and my Aunt Brenda. And of course, my husband Damien, who's currently deployed overseas serving our country. Thank you all for your love and support.
Chance Eiting.
I'd like to thank my parents for coming, for support, for all the financial aid. That's been a lot over the years. I'd like to thank the faculty, guest speakers for coming. That means a lot. And lastly, I'd like to thank MCW. 32 more months.
Thank you, Dr. Bassi. Dr. Chauhan, please step forward. Allison Hankey.
I want to thank my family and my friends and my boyfriend for all their love and support throughout this journey.
Maura Keenan.
I want to thank my family and friends for all their love and support while I found my way to a career in pharmacy.
Amanda Kirkman.
I would like to thank my family and my boyfriend for all of their love and support.
Caitlin Lasky.
I would like to thank my friends, my family, and my boyfriend for supporting me through this journey.
Brittany Rand.
Mom, dad, family, and friends, I would not be here without your support.
Thank you, Dr. Chauhan. Dr. Dyer, please step forward. Ala Khatib.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for allowing me to be here today. Alhamdulillah. A special shout out to my mama and my baba for putting up with me, my husband and my siblings, my family and friends. Thank you for your continued love and support.
Maddie Leckmeyer.
Thank you to my parents, family, and friends for all your support. I couldn't do it without you.
Caitlin Martin.
I'd like to thank my family, friends, and my boyfriend for all their love and support.
Ammar Musa.
I would like to say Alhamdulillah and thanks my family, friends, my faculty mentor, and all the amazing people here at MCW.
Thank you, Dr. Dyer. Dr. Feldman, please step forward. Anastasia Buttress.
I would like to thank all of my family for their love and support.
4 new song.
I want to say thank you to my in-laws, my parents, and my husband and my children.
Thank you, Dr. Feldman. Dr. Hovis, please step forward. Kellen Nerans.
I'd like to say thank you to my family for everything they do for me. I know I wouldn't be here without them, so thank you.
Yerandi Rosas Garcia.
I would like to thank my parents, Jesus Rosas and Selena Garcia, for all their hard work and sacrifices. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hovis. Dr. Letizia, please step forward. Noemi Cervera Evangelista.
Thank you to my friends for being here and always cheering me on. And gracias a mi familia, no estaría aquí sin ustedes. Los amo.
Bao Tao.
I would like to thank you to my family for always supporting me.
Troy Thompson.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my master's program advisor, Dr. Denise Cook Schneider. I'd also like to thank my parents, Eric and Michelle, and my girlfriend, Dr. Allison Blazer. Thank you.
Janelle Underwood.
I would like to thank my family, friends, and professors for supporting me every step of the way.
Thank you, Dr. Letizia. Dr. Mosier, please step forward. Joshua Wendlick.
I'd like to thank my family and friends for all you guys do for me and for all my peers and faculty. Thank you for being willing to put up with me for the next 3 years. I appreciate it.
Eileen Wendt.
Thank you to my family, my husband, my friends who are all here, and then Auntie Jenny on Zoom.
Thank you, Dr. Mosier. Dr. Pape, please step forward. Ornel Tienche.
I would like to thank my boyfriend, best friend, my roommate for feeding me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Pape. Dr. Shannon, please step forward. Ricky Yang.
I want to say thanks to all of my family members, especially my mom, my dad, my wife. Special thanks to all my past and present faculty, professors, instructors that have supported me and continue to support me. Thank you to all of you.
Owen Zaskowski.
I want to thank my family and friends. I wouldn't be here without you guys. To everyone here, mom, dad, grandma, my sister Olivia, thanks for always being there for me. Lastly, I want to thank my mom and dad. Thanks for everything you sacrificed, everything you've done, and everything you're doing for me. It doesn't go unappreciated.
Thank you, Dr. Shannon. Dr. Stockard, please step forward. Hannah Bush.
I want to thank my family for being here, as well as my high school chemistry teacher, Mr. Zimmer, who introduced me to pharmacy in the first place.
Brendan Ryan.
I'd like to thank my parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends. Thanks.
Jeffrey Sapong.
I thank God, family and loved ones, and one night on Zoom. Thank you.
Sukna Sawa.
I'd like to thank my family, my parents especially, and then a special shout out to my uncle, Dr. Ahmed Nassif, who always told me that I could do it.
Congratulations, class of 2026. Let's give them another round of applause. And now it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Emily Hansen. Dr. Hansen earned her Bachelor of Science in Chemistry at Alverno College and her PharmD in 2020 as a member of the inaugural class of the Medical College School of Pharmacy. Welcome back, Emily. I fondly remember how I could always count on you to actually answer all of my pharmacology questions in class. So I appreciate that. But I also remember how you really, as a pharmacy student, personified the oath of the pharmacist. She completed a PGY1 at Children's Wisconsin with a general pediatrics focus and currently works as a pharmacist at Skywalk Pharmacy, a retail pharmacy affiliated with Children's Wisconsin, catering to both inpatient and outpatient families. Emily, please join me. And we invite those pharmacists present here in the auditorium, as well as those joining virtually, to join in reciting the oath of the pharmacist. Emily.
All right. Thank you for allowing me to be here today and for being able to present to you all. And let's embrace this opportunity and pledge the oath of a pharmacist. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will promote inclusion, embrace diversity, and advocate for justice to advance health equity. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's morale, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Congratulations, class of 2026. We can appreciate them here. I was in your shoes just 6 short years ago. It really does go by fast. I'm not going to lie. There are going to be days where you want to sit back and cry, times where you want to give up, moments where you question your sanity of beginning this journey. In the end, it will all be worth it. I'll leave you with 3 pieces of advice. 1, remember why you entered this profession. It's to help others, and it will really help to motivate you through those trying times. 2, remind yourself to take time to relax and enjoy life. As I just mentioned, it goes by very quickly, and you need to really stop and appreciate every single moment that you're here. And finally, invest in a lot of coffee and a good quality coffee because you're going to need it. Thank you all and good luck.
Thank you, Emily. And what a great opportunity it was to have an alumni class of 2020 join us. That was wonderful. And again, practicing so close to here at Children's Wisconsin and actually serving as a preceptor for us now. So thank you very much for continuing to embody the oath of a pharmacist, of embodying and training the next generation of pharmacists. And Mr. Ladine, again, thank you for your remarks. Spot on for our class as they go forward, class of 2026 for rotations. With that class of 2026, we are indeed educating healthcare providers that are pharmacists of the future. Here is exemplified today. And I am most certain that you are ready to accept this challenge of being healthcare providers, emphasis on care, we've already heard, in team-based approaches to care, beginning with your first clinical rotations. And thus, with this, it provides us a unique opportunity today to present our inaugural Excellence in Interdisciplinary Collegiality Award, which recognizes an individual, group, or groups of individuals or organizations who's made significant contributions to the School of Pharmacy in having a positive impact on education, research, or clinical service partnerships. The partner to be awarded this recognition has positively interacted with the pharmacy profession and has regularly promoted their presence and active participation through their involvement with interdisciplinary care teams and/or their role as an educator or researcher. This recognition is a testament to outstanding contributions and dedication to fostering interdisciplinary cooperation and teamwork among colleagues and peers. The commitment to interdisciplinary education collaboration from this year's recipient has been longstanding. Their willingness to share knowledge and support pharmacy students and promote a collaborative environment has significantly enhanced the students' experiences. And for this year, we're going to recognize 2 physician recipients representing both adult and pediatric practices. And to digress just for a moment here, we're one of the few programs in the United States that I'm aware of that actually for our introductory pharmacy practice experiences, we have the opportunity to require an interprofessional experience with other healthcare provider. That is rather unique, but it builds upon our focus here again of team-based care and certainly exemplified with our president, Dr. John Raymond, who is a practicing nephrologist physician. So first, we like to recognize Dr. Rebecca Lund. Her nomination included the following statement. Throughout her time as the medical director of the Saturday Clinic for Uninsured, SCU, Dr. Lund has worked extensively on promoting positive interprofessional relationships between student doctors and pharmacy students. Despite being a medical doctor, again, that's a quote, so not from a student, Dr. Lund has continuously emphasized and supported the importance of pharmacists in the medical setting. In my personal experience with Dr. Lund, she's provided me, as a pharmacy student, with continuous support and mentorship that has enhanced my abilities on clinical rotations. Again, there was other nominations, but to keep it short, we extracted this for Dr. Lund's recommendation. So please, Dr. Lund, will you come forward to accept the MCW School of Pharmacy Excellence in Interdisciplinary Collegiality Award. And Dr. Jessica Schnell with Children's of Wisconsin, also a practicing physician with the Medical College of Wisconsin, is not able to be here today, but let's recognize her as well with a round of applause for chance if she's online. So in closing, I want to acknowledge all of our faculty and staff that helped to support today's event. This concludes our 2023 MCW School of Pharmacy White Coat Ceremony for the class of 2026. And I'll turn the mic back to Dr. Elifai for specifics for the post-event reception. So again, thank you for your time, attention, and dedication to these student pharmacists that we have before us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean McKinnon, and thank you, speakers, and congratulations, Dr. Lund and Dr. Schnell. Class of 2026, congratulations again. I can't wait to see you in class and we start our pharmacology units.
Yeah.